Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time. And all the time, right. God is good. Pastor Haynes, we love you. We appreciate you so much for getting up this early in the morning, helping us get our praise on. How you feeling, man?
Oh, Rickey Smiley, I'm just blessed like you, my brother, and I'm honored to share with you. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes, sir. And I know you got something good for us.
Hey, thank you for this opportunity. Listen, Rick, I read something recently that blessed me. I pass it on to all of us. Howard Thurman says, what happens to you really cannot get to you unless you allow it to get inside of you. And we know people who have been through it, and what they've been through has gotten to them and in them, and they become bitter as opposed to better. They become defeated as opposed to experiencing deliverance. It's because the storms of life have gotten to them, and not only to them, it has gotten in them. And here's the good news today. The good news is, yes, the storms are going to happen, but we serve a God who will be your shelter in the time of storm. Our song today talks about, I love you, Jesus. I love you more than anything. And one of the reasons we love God more than anything is because God has been that shelter in the time of storm. But not only does God give you that protection, but it lets us know, and here's the good news I give to all of you and bid you good day, and that is God has a way of blessing you in the midst of what's trying to break you. Listen, the storms come trying to wipe us out, but God says, no, I'm not going to let the storm wipe you out. I'm going to be here with you in the midst of the storm, so that what was meant to wipe you out, instead, it sets you up for what God has in store for you that's even bigger and even better. And so don't you give up. You keep on looking up, knowing that God is your shelter. And since God is your shelter, God may not take you out of your storm, but God will keep you in the midst of your storm. And when life is trying to break you down, God will bless you up. And when God blesses you up, your testimony is, I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. Lord, I love you more than anything because you've been my shelter in the time of storm.
I know that's right, man. Pastor Haynes, that's a good word this morning. Let everybody know how you can be reached and how they can find your sermon and your messages.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. My sermons and messages, you can get them on my YouTube channel, Frederick Haynes. Also on Instagram, we show some clips on my Instagram, which is at FH Unscripted and at Friendship West. And, of course, I'm on Twitter at FH Unscripted and Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes.
All right, let's get into this music, man. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Let's do it. Love you, Rickey.
Yes, sir. You too. Here we go.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 11 minutes after the hour, got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. The U.S. Senate passed the Respect for Marriage Act on Tuesday in a bipartisan vote of 61 to 36. The move requires the federal government to recognize all marriages, including same-sex marriages, that are legal in a state where they took place. The measure will now move to the House before making its way to the White House for President Joe Biden's signature. In other news, Georgia Republican Senate candidate Herschel Walker is facing renewed and growing questions about his residency in the final week of the runoff campaign. He described himself during a campaign speech in January as living in Texas, although he is running in Georgia. Georgia Democrats have called for an investigation by state officials into Walker's residency and want to determine if he was eligible for a tax break he received in Texas. Lastly, Ricky, the World Health Organization has renamed monkeypox as Mpox, citing concerns the original name of the decades-old animal disease could be construed as discriminatory and racist. The UN Health Agency said both monkeypox and Mpox will be used in the next year while the old name is phased out. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. Read more headlines at RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Thank you there, Maria. Sports is brought to you by McDonald's I Hate the Homies podcast with your boy Rock Teasy. Super Dave and Griff available wherever you get your podcast. Brought to you by McDonald's, featuring their double quarter pounder with cheese made when you order and worth pulling up for. The world will be watching this Sunday when the Cleveland Browns Quarterback Deshaun Watson takes the field for the first time this season versus his former team, the Houston Texans. In Houston, it's going down 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 o'clock Central Time. If y'all don't remember, he was suspended 11 games and fined $5 million after more than 20 female massage therapists accused him of acting improperly during sessions. Watson settled with most of the women out of court. Many of these accusers will be attending the game in person this weekend. They want to send a message that they have not forgotten what has happened, and they want Deshaun to know, listen, you think you put us behind you, but we are still here. College football playoff rankings, Georgia's number 1, Michigan's number 2, TCU's number 3, USC's number 4, Ohio State is 5, and Alabama is creeping outside at number 6. Conference championship games this weekend could go bananas if any of these top 4 teams lose. I'll break all that down to you in my next sports report later on in the show. Get ready. It's about to get interesting. What's up there, Gary?
All right, y'all. We know Halloween not too long came and left, honey, but baby, Miss Cardi B, this girl is being sued for millions of dollars, y'all, because the artist whose work inspired her costume said he needs to be paid, honey. Now, Cardi B, they say she found herself in a controversial showdown with the legal team representing artist Alessandro Palumbo. Now, in celebration of Halloween, y'all, they're saying the rapper posted a photo of herself on Instagram dressed as TV's Marge Simpson in a gown inspired by fashion designer Thierry Mugler. Now, they're saying Cardi resembles the animated character from Pablo's 2013 artwork, Marge Simpson's style icon. Now, Cardi B and her collaborators have used his work without any authorization, the bashing its original meaning and only out to amplify their image with a clear commercial purpose that has nothing to do with that path of social awareness that has always characterized his work, Palumbo said in a statement. He put, "Dear Miss Cardi B, based on your reasoning, shall everyone illegally download your music?" Unquote. Ricky, you can't dress up. That's a costume.
Did you see the picture?
No.
In the back, wasn't her butt out in the back? There was a hole in the back, and it was like yellow cheeks.
Yeah.
Marge Simpson color, yeah. You got to see it. I got to send it to you, Ricky.
Yeah, but
And,
I mean,
and
that
some
was
people was
Halloween.
offended?
Huh? Baby, Miss Alessandra Palumbo was offended, honey. You know how these girls are, honey, about their work, honey, and they want their money. So I guess, honey, he want to get paid. So, but Thierry Mugler, honey, designed the thing, but I guess he did
I could see
what he
that,
had to
though.
do with it.
Yeah.
But being sued?
I mean, that's his work, and she's posting it
You
on
talking
social
about Marge
media.
Simpson, the cartoon?
Yes. Thank you. Hell, a lot of people
She made it
smart.
real sexy, like super sexy.
And he finna sue her?
Yes, he is suing her, honey. He said he needed his coins. So, but he said she don't want anybody to download her music and stuff. So, but, and you know, she probably would sue them. So, but, honey, we're going to see how that all turns out. But he's very upset, honey, because you can't be doing that, taking people work and stuff. I mean, have y'all done anything? Do y'all have any work that y'all have that somebody may have copied and you want to sue them for it or whatever? I mean, I don't know.
No,
If somebody took your style, though, or Ricky, how do comedians feel about that when somebody does your joke or something like that?
I mean, that happens.
Oh, yeah,
a
they
lot
get real.
because
Yeah.
if it's a signature bit, then it's a problem. But if it's a general train of thought thing, you know, what you gonna do?
Right. You know, like heckler lines, like everybody using. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like a little Daryl or something, somebody else do it. You know, then hell, the audience be like, "Oh, come on now."
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the color today is my favorite color. My color today is Dove. On the high end, you say Dove, and on the low end, you say beautiful silvery gray. That's your color for today, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot brought to you by.
Listen and follow your favorite podcast on the new Urban Podcast Network, the source for black stories. Everywhere you listen to podcasts. Bring it, Tad. What's happening?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, your boy Tory Lanez appeared in court for jury selection ahead of his trial in connection with allegations that he shot Meg Thee Stallion in July 2020. Now, according to reports, the rapper appeared in the Los Angeles courtroom yesterday, and he shared a photo of himself dressed in a gray suit on social media with the caption, "Have a blessed day." The jury selection is scheduled to begin on December 5th, and the start of opening statements and testimony is scheduled for December 12th. Now, according to reports, the trial could end before Christmas. Now, the 30-year-old rapper is facing nearly 23 years in prison after rejecting a plea deal last year for allegedly shooting Meg Thee Stallion in her feet. Also, Ye has revealed that the IRS froze his bank accounts for owing $50 million in taxes. Dang, that's a lot of money in taxes. Ye said, yes. He said, I'm talking about literally finding out that they were trying to put me in prison this morning, but I found out they froze my accounts and put a $75 million hole on 4 of my accounts. He added, and then they said, you owe a lot of taxes. He said it took him like 6 hours to find out how much. A lot was it. Well, around $50 million. In other news, Kanye also has claimed that Donald Trump told him that he freed former prisoner Alice Marie Johnson because of his relationship with him, but Johnson says she does not agree. According to TMZ, Johnson said that if it were not for Kim, she would still be in prison. Johnson said Kardashian leveraged the relationship that she had with Ivanka Trump to make the case for her release. She also added that Kim spent hours on the phone with Ivanka's husband, Jared Kushner, pleading her case. And once Kardashian convinced Kushner, she met with Donald Trump to push for Johnson's release. Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's all crazy. And last but not least, y'all, Summer Walker took to social media to reveal that she will be releasing a new EP soon. She said via IG, now that I know these award shows gonna play me, regardless, I'm gonna go back to making the soul music I love. EP coming soon. All right, well, I can't wait to hear that.
I love her,
knows she can sing. So do I. Me too.
I'm a huge fan.
Me too. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC, you know, and why don't y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Who we repping today, Rock T?
Man, let's go up top to Delaware State University, man. Shout out to them Hornets out there.
Hey.
That's who we represent.
Steez. HBC, you know, coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBC, you know. What it be like, what it is, what you done, and what you about to do. What up, Mike? Rock Teasy in the house, man. HBC, you know. It's about that time to highlight, showcase, and put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our phenomenal historically black colleges and universities. Oh, let's go on up top to Delaware State University, established in 1891. Home of the Columbia Blue and Red Hornets. Also home of the approaching Storm Marching Band. Oh yes, one of y'all's former students, he goes by the name of Reggie Barnes. Star running back for Delaware State University. He was not drafted by the NFL, but he did sign as a free agent with the New York Jets in 1989. And then he headed up north to Canada in 1990, and he immediately became a superstar running back in the Canadian Football League. He won the CFL's Most Outstanding Rookie Award. It's called making a statement, ladies and gentlemen. And then he proved that his rookie season was no fluke by setting a team rushing record the next year. He continued to shine in the CFL before retiring in 1996. Reggie Barnes, a proud Delaware State University Hornet. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, know. This vote in November is not about the next 4 years. It's about the next 40 years. Let me take you back to Constitution and governance. The President of the United States has the authority to place men and women as judges all across the district courts, the appellate court, and the Supreme Court. This current president, in his 4 years, has appointed more judges than every other president except Jimmy Carter. In 4 years, President Donald Trump has appointed 198 judges to the bench, 2 to the Supreme Court, some 50 plus to appellate court, and the rest to district court. And many of those appointees will sit as justices of judgment for the rest of their lives. So when you don't vote, you don't determine who stands at trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to sit in the jury and determine the fate of those in trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to help determine the judge that sits on the bench. So don't tell me you out here hollering Black Lives Matter if you don't vote. Black lives don't matter to you if you don't vote. Don't tell me you're mad that Daniel Cameron has not indicted the police officers who killed Breonna Taylor if you don't vote, because you ain't got nothing to do with it. How dare you not vote? When we don't vote, we dismiss ourselves from being part of leveling the playing field of justice in the United States of America.
Woo! Biblical.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color today. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Kanye West, honey, and Kim Kardashian divorce settlement calls for a quit. It is officially over, y'all. That divorce is final, y'all. Now, they're talking about it, and they're saying, honey, that Kanye, honey, and Kim's divorce also calls for them to split expenses for their kids' education and security, y'all. And Kanye, honey, has security until him and his daughter, Nord, baby, were spotted at Macy's the other day. Now, they're saying, y'all, according to the settlement, Kim and Kanye will get joint custody with equal access to their 4 children, although they're saying that the document says equal access. Sources are saying, y'all, that Kim got the kids 80% of the doggone time. Now, this is the thing that's I thought this was kind of, reasonable. Now, according to the settlement, they're saying Kanye is going to only pay Kim $200,000 a month in child support. That's cheap. That man is a billionaire.
And how many kids they got?
4. Miss Kim is doing real good. Here you got these women crying.
That's $50,000 a child. That ain't that bad.
Exactly. So, they deserve it. And they're Kardashian West. So, they're saying,
right?
They say, but in addition, they say he's going to be responsible for 50% of their kids' educational expenses, including tuition, and they're saying that he's also responsible for 50% of their security expenses. These kids got security.
Yes, they do.
So, isn't that, don't y'all think that's a good deal? I feel bad for the girl that's been crying about a girl. She can't even get $2,000 a month, honey. But Kim is only getting $200,000 a month. So,
you got to think of their lifestyle, though. You know, that's like normal for them. That ain't a lot of money to them.
At all. And especially as rich as, Kanye is.
$50,000 a child.
Yeah,
ooh,
so that's
Lord.
good.
A month.
A month, honey. Could you imagine a kid say, Mom, I need my $50,000. I need to go shopping here, honey. Give me what daddy's son you.
Right.
For the 9 months I carried you, go in and find me no charge.
Come on, and honey, he ain't charging you because he gonna pay it.
Lord,
he's gonna pay that money. So kudos out to Kim Kardashian and Kanye. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Shock jock Howard Stern. Now this story really bothered me, y'all. He is blasting Oprah Winfrey, y'all, and and he said, honey, that she's flaunting her wealth, honey, on Instagram. Now according to the Forbes, they're saying Oprah is worth only $6 billion, and she earned every penny of it. But they're saying Howard Stern did on his show, he told his listeners that, honey, that is mind-blowing, honey, when you follow Oprah on Instagram. He said you see her estates, her gardens, the people who service her, and he said, she's got servants and like people cooking and doing all these wild things. He said she knows how to be rich. She kind of love, honey, to show it off, which is something I'm not comfortable with. He said, I don't think that people should show off their wealth.
But the operative word there is her wealth. That's her money. She can show it off if she wants to.
But damn well Howard Stern show off his money. Like we were saying yesterday on Dish Nation, he got, he might walk around in plain tennis shoes and a jacket, but y'all don't know how much that jacket and plain
look, if I'm Oprah, what he eat don't make her,
Right.
So that's
all
her money.
All she's doing is cooking, and you just happen to see that it's her estate. And
if she want to show piles of $100 bills, that's her money.
Yeah, everybody knows she's a billionaire.
Yeah, he said, I make a good living. He said, but I'm having trouble watching Oprah. He said, I go, wow, look what's going on over there. Her estate is unbelievable, honey. When she goes shopping in her backyard because everything is growing back there. There's a farm back there. Isn't that a mess?
Well, he need to get over it.
That is a mess.
I see it as her providing employment opportunities. Look at all of them people that work at her estate, so...
Yeah, and Robin, honey, he pays Robin a good check, honey, his co-host, honey, because she just sit there, ooh, Howard.
I'll take that check. I'll laugh.
Okay. You need another laugh?
Okay.
She get like $15 million a year.
What did he pay on what?
15
she
million.
get paid good coins, honey. She get paid.
She get 15 million?
Yes.
Yep.
God, I wonder what Robin doing later on.
Her now.
And she's single.
Yes,
What you say, Brett?
I'll be like, Howard, you so funny. Oh, Howard, I even say you so cute. Yes, Massa. No, sir, Massa Howard.
Man, that's crazy.
Yes, baby. But I don't believe he said that about Oprah. And Oprah is not a flash or anything like
It
that.
don't matter
really
what Howard
flashy
say,
like
and
that.
she ain't bothered by what he say, so it don't matter.
That don't even
And
register.
she not really flashy like that.
At all.
She's
She don't-
real casual and classy and elegant. And,
Yes.
she don't be doing all that. She ain't got, a whole bunch of
Because
stuff going
she's
on.
of African descent. Black people don't really do that, because we know how to, somebody, look at y'all flashing and showing off. So we know that not to do that and stuff. So Oprah definitely
But the
doesn't do
underlying thing is she grown, she black, and he grown, and I just got a problem with folks speaking on, some folks speak on other folks' stuff like they have a right to do that.
Well, we just got to pray. Hopefully nothing happened with Oprah, honey, and Howard with him saying that. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is dove. On the high end, you say dove, and on the low end, you say beautiful silvery gray. That's your color for today.
You talking about the bird or the soap?
The bird, Rick. The doves are like silvery gray.
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
the one.
white.
Talking about the one from the cemetery?
Yes, the ones that they let
white.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white
Y'all
dog.
give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Jerry, Smiley morning. Y'all got the wake up call. Come on.
Wake up, let go. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. You up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, go and be better. Wake up, encourage each other and be productive. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Marie Matthews from Lafayette, Louisiana. I want to wake up my grandbabies for school. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
It is Torrance calling from Addis, Louisiana, calling to wake up Trace and Taj Williams. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, I would like to wake up my girls, and I want to say happy birthday to my daughter, Brandy. Happy 11th birthday, Brandy. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Diane Treadwell, Gaston, Alabama, still laughing at Gary with the T, talking about a wig looking like a possum. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Big Walk calling from Pell City, Alabama. I'd like to wake up my two kids, Nikhil, Sherelle. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I'm Shalika from New Orleans. I just want to say good morning to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
City, wake up. In Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. West Palm Beach, wake up. And Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Good morning, Janie.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm fine.
You done with all your Thanksgiving leftovers?
I didn't have nothing left.
I think I done threw mine out. I got tired of it. Just threw it
No,
out.
you didn't.
I was in the middle of eating some dressing. I just got tired of it. I just threw it out. I don't want no more.
I don't want to see none for Christmas.
Yeah, nah, I don't want no dress. I don't want nothing else until Easter.
No.
Good morning, Maria.
Morning.
Brett.
Yeah, good morning.
Jared. R.T.
Good morning, Miss Jenkins.
Special K.
Hey, good morning.
Here's our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Now, congratulations to Sister Hudson. You know who that is, Janie?
Yeah.
She won first place in the Samuel L. Jackson lookalike contest at the Women's Day program on last Sunday. And she is the head of the number 2 Usher Board, also retired this week from 33 years as a cashier at Family Dollar. We so proud. Attention, all mothers that's still trying to get your children in the Christmas play. Now, if your child is unattractive and they not getting no speaking role, but...
Take your time.
All right. Oh.
If your child is unattractive and they not getting no speaking role, but can still be a goat, a camel, or a mule. Sister Water says she don't want no complaining because it ain't her fault your child is ugly. That's between you and their daddy. Gary, you know any kids that want to be a goat, a mule, or a camel?
Yes, Miss Bernice, I know a couple of them. I work with some.
They keep it real in the black church, don't they?
Oh. So that baby gonna be a camel.
Oh, Lord.
He's just sitting out there.
Ain't got no line.
We can't even see him. Ain't got no lines, Rock. Everybody came.
Is Miss Bernice okay?
Yeah.
Oh. Grandmama done came.
Oh, man. Man, I can't do this no more, man. Miss John, I'll call you back. I'll call you back, Miss John. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, who is this? Like we don't know.
Hold on, Shirley. They taking my temperature right now. Look.
Hey, no. Are you coming to work?
I'm at the hospital.
Are you coming to work?
Shirley, you ain't heard me say I'm at the hospital.
For what, Black Tony?
Because I was trying to be dedicated and be a good employee and come to work today. But my mom said, since I ain't been to work in a minute, I need to go make sure I ain't had no COVID or nothing. But I was scared to go take a test because I got warrants. I don't know if they check warrants when you go take a COVID test. So I just followed I followed the instruction. What you and Dr. Carr be talking about?
Yeah.
When y'all be saying you got to take 5,000 vitamin D.
He took 5,000 of them.
No, 5,000 international units of vitamin D. 5,000 per tablet.
I took 5,000.
He took 5,000 tablets.
Oh, you took 5,000 vitamins? To fight COVID?
Yeah.
Black Tony. 5,000 international units of vitamin D per.
That's what I did. I bought a whole bunch of vitamin D bottles and took all of them. I took 5,000 of them.
Well, you're going to be strong as hell.
Yeah, boy.
Your vitamin D. Bruh.
They going to pump my stomach. I might be there tomorrow. Hold on.
So what?
They might let me come in there tomorrow. But right now, they got to get it.
What hospital you at?
I'm at Grady. Can you ask Dr. Collier to come down here on Church wiper?
Yeah, man. They're gonna. Yeah, you can't. You don't supposed to take 5,000. So how many bottles?
They ain't had no room in the regular unit. They got me in the what they call the pediatric ICU.
Talking about for kids?
Yeah, they got me around all these damn babies. They got me in one of them incubators. I'm all balled up.
So you're not coming to work today?
No, they said I ain't got no insurance. They had to put me in the children unit. I'll be there tomorrow, I guess.
You coming tomorrow, man? You promised Black Tony.
As long as they can get me back strong, I'll be there tomorrow.
Oh, you strong.
I got to throw up. Hold on.
Come in here with that. I don't want to hear that. Thanksgiving was yesterday. It's food in there. You eat what's in there. It's some leftover greens and some macaroni in there. Why y'all sitting here looking crazy? I don't want to hear nothing about you hungry. It's food in there from Thanksgiving 3 days ago. You better eat what's in there. Ain't no more turkey. You better make a turkey sandwich. What you mean am I frying you some chicken? This chicken is gonna get ate with the rest of that dressing that's in there. That spaghetti, that potato salad from Thanksgiving. That's all I'm doing is frying this chicken. That's it. What do you mean it ain't nothing in here to eat? Look at here. We got ham. You better get some of this ham and make a sandwich, and don't throw my ham bone away. You still got plenty dressing here. It's a lot of dressing. What's this? Turkey. More turkey. All of this. I ain't cooking nothing until all of this is gone. So y'all either gonna eat this or you ain't gonna eat that. You better call your daddy. I ain't doing nothing but what I said I was doing. That's it. Thanksgiving was just 4 days ago. What? Use some of that ham in there. Make you a breakfast sandwich. Get you some eggs and some mayonnaise and some lettuce and a slice of that ham from Thanksgiving. Don't wake me up talking about you hungry. Plenty food in there.
That ham dry.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you can put some water in and then steam it, though. You can put water in the ham and steam it. It don't have to be dry. Yeah.
I ate a ham sandwich yesterday.
Absolutely. I did too. And I'm taking that damn bone and I'm going to boil it and put some string beans off in there.
Some beans on it, yeah.
That's some good damn right. You can take that damn ham bone and put some butter beans in there. Or some lima beans or some
northern beans. Yeah, any
Put
beans.
it in a crock pot, roast it. You get all that bone marrow out that ham bone if you cook a real ham like I did.
Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, my.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. It is 5 minutes after the hour. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the clue that they bought to you by.
Good news. Now you can shop all the beauty products you know and love more conveniently than ever with Sephora at Kohl's, available at Kohl's.com and in select stores. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. It's being reported that there may be some brewing drama popping between the stars of the 2023 hit movie Creed 3. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors may both have their wonderful eyes on the same woman, Miss Lori Harvey. Now, it's being reported that Michael and Lori, y'all, you know, honey, they dated for nearly 2 years. The couple split last year after the couple mutually, y'all, decided that the relationship had run its course. Well, now they're saying since the split, the two have remained friends, and they're saying Lori has continued dating just like any 23-year-old would do. Now, according to MTL reports, they're saying Lori had
She ain't no 23.
How old is she now, Ricky?
She 20. Her and Dee the same age. They are 25.
Oh, they're 20. Well, you know, Ricky, in Hollywood, they cut your age a little bit.
Yeah, her, Dee, and Winton, they all the same age. Because you know they were all freshmen at FIU together.
Yeah, they were all roommates. Well, Lori and her was, yeah. Oh, well, they lying about her age then. Well, anyway, they're saying Lori, honey, had been seen out, honey, and about Miami, honey, with her ex-boyfriend Future and other famous men. Well, they're saying that, according to friends, they're saying Lori has gone out, honey, on a couple of dates with Creed co-star Jonathan Majors. Now, they're saying that the friend explained, honey, that she went out with Jonathan, but they're saying they're not sure what their relationship may have ended up going. Now, they're saying Jonathan stars with Lori's ex, Michael B. Jordan, in the upcoming Creed movie. And the movie, they say the two are bitter rivals in this movie. And it went on and on and on. But my thing is, a woman, is she not able to date who she want to date? I mean, even though if they were friends and they were in the same movie and doing the same movie, can they not date? They not brothers or nothing like that. I mean, Brad Maria.
I don't think anything is wrong with it. I mean, you know, why not?
What'd you say, Ricky?
No, I mean, you know, she young. She out here having fun, date, you know, go out and see what's out there. But I don't know, you know, she might be desensitized to love. You know what I'm saying? Probably been hurt or something, didn't make her feel right about having a relationship. I don't know what that relationship with Michael B. Jordan was. But, you know, just trying to see what's out there until you find real love, true love. Then she might not be at an age where she's ready to settle down. Brett, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. She's probably just trying to see what's really going to make her feel everything she's trying to feel that maybe her mom feels, you know? I'm sure she talked to her mom and she know what her mama feels for Steve. So maybe if it's not that, she don't want it.
Nah, and she could do it because what's his name? Which one is Keenan or Kel, the one that's on Saturday Night Live?
That's Kel. That's Keenan. Yeah, Keenan.
I mean, look at Keenan's wife. Keenan's wife divorced him and started dating his TV mate. So, I mean, sometimes you might see love.
Oh, Lord.
You can see in the same room. So,
like Jermaine
that's
Johnson.
That's not
married
good if they
Randy.
friends.
Yeah, Jermaine married Randy's wife. So, I mean, sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They got kids. They both got kids with them.
Yeah, they got Your Majesty.
So they brother cousins.
Yeah. So you find love when you find
pokey.
it.
No, turn yourself around.
Yeah, so congratulations, honey, wherever you find love. All right, moving on. And others, he's gonna find love, honey. Julie Christie, y'all, she was, honey, on the guest on the podcast the other day. Her and her husband, Todd Christie. I don't know if y'all heard the wonderful story, but they're going to be going to the pen. Now, they say Todd was sentenced to 12 years, and his wife, Julie, was given only 7 years, honey, for prison, honey, in prison for bank fraud. Now, she said, quote, I think about the situation that we're dealing with right now. She said, and I'm thinking about, I've never gone out and hurt anyone, honey. I've never hurt a soul. She said that on her daughter's podcast, honey. She said, I've never gone out here and intentionally tried to do anything that I wasn't supposed to do. And look where I'm standing right now. Here is that right now. She went on to say, honey, and she talked about it. And, Ricky, that's sad that the Chris is going to the pen. Didn't we love Julie and Todd, the Chris?
Still love them.
Yeah.
But they just having to, steal some money. They did some fraud. They did tax evasion and conspiracy to defraud the United States of America.
For a long time,
by
too.
A federal jury, honey.
All that lavish stuff we saw on TV,
honey,
it was other. They done stole it from other people.
Stole it from honey, Miss Todd, honey, all up on there, honey. Her girl, I just love you.
Yeah, just like Brett Favre stole them food stamps.
Yep, stole the food stamps, honey.
He need to be next.
Yeah. So,
and he wouldn't have got caught if the friend hadn't snitched on him, right? They were doing it for
his
a long time.
his former close co-worker.
Because they say he was doing 2 for 1, honey, and that person didn't want 2 for 1, honey. You know how you get 2 food stamps for $1 or whatever, and he did that, honey. But that's sad. But we're just going to keep them all lifted up in prayer, honey, because I hate to see Todd Chrisley go to the pen, honey, and leave Julia behind in her other cell.
Somebody said he gonna have a good old time.
Oh, she is, honey. They gonna film that. All right, moving on to my final story.
Like they do that on A&E 90 Days In. that'll be some good episodes. If they can get some cameras in there, Brett, they can make a whole lot of money.
Man, they can't get cameras in there.
Fed don't play that.
That's against the rules.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Todd
he could try to get a phone, though. He can get him a little phone and make his own little
sure
thing.
Can, honey. Continue doing his show from the pen.
Okay.
My final story.
He can't put it out till he get out, though, because he'll get in trouble. They'll put him in the hole.
Right.
In the hole.
My final story.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yes. All right. A quick story, y'all. Wendy Williams, y'all, they say this girl nearly failed, honey. And instead of the people helping her, they just continue filming her. They say the talk show host, honey, she was spotted returning, honey, from a night out on the town in New York. And they say, honey, and after a ton of walking, they say Wendy, who suffers from circulation problems in her legs, appeared to be having mobility issues and had trouble making it to her door. They said, They said as Wendy walked on there, paparazzi began asking her questions about her health. They said the cameraman, the TV star, "Hey Wendy, how you doing?" They say Wendy seemingly annoyed and replied, "Fine, thanks." They said, but Wendy was having a lot of trouble baby walking. They said she took a few steps, quick steps, seemingly almost losing her balance, and said, "Can you give me a hand?"
Yes.
Can
you give me a hand, please? She said,
it's a video, Lord.
Yeah, that's sad. But anyway, let's continue to pray for Wendy.
It is bad, though. It's bad, Brett.
Yes,
yeah, because somebody was speaking to her. She was like, hey, can you give me... The guy that was pretty much yelling out, "Hey, Wendy," she said, "Can you grab, like help me through the door?" Because she couldn't get through those doors that you have to push that go around a circle.
Yeah, she had a circular door.
Yeah.
That girl couldn't get through it because, honey, they was hollering at her.
Did he help her?
No, he was filming, baby. He wanted to see Miss Wendy fall.
Oh.
You dirty.
Oh, man.
You dirty.
You real
do it.
wrong.
The color today is dove. On the high end, you say dove, and on the low, you say beautiful, silvery gray. That's your color for the day, honey.
How many times she went round in the circles in that door?
Baby, they said one time.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's Wellness Wednesday, and we got the one and only Dr. MJ Cardi is back with an update from the medical community, and he will also answer your general medical questions. So, good morning, Dr. Cardi. How you feeling, man?
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. I am feeling wonderful. I have recuperated from Thanksgiving, and I'm telling you, I ate too much and drank too much, but didn't gain any weight, thank goodness. The lipo drops kept me skinny, so that's good. Okay. So, Rick.
Okay.
December 1st is World AIDS Day. Every year, Ricky, is a day of solidarity for people around the world who are affected by HIV. The theme of this year's World AIDS Day is Equalize, and the objective is to address the inequalities that perpetuate the AIDS pandemic. So we have been dealing with the AIDS pandemic now for the past 40 years and doing quite well, actually, until the last 2 years. I think it has been negatively impacted by COVID and coronavirus. We have been focusing on that. So a lot of resources that were normally directed to the treatment, diagnosis, and testing for AIDS were redirected to coronavirus testing. So now we're seeing increases in the rates. But there have been some major breakthroughs, of course. You see the commercials all the time, living with HIV. There are various treatment regimens that are pills. There's even now a new treatment regimen that is an injectable. You get one shot every 2 months. So you don't have to worry about carrying pills with you. You don't have to worry about, well, if I go on vacation, I forgot my pills, that sort of issue. So that is one of the reasons that they came up with that treatment. And again, decreases your T cell counts or your HIV detectable levels and increases your T cell counts. So you basically are undetectable, and at that point, you really should not be able to share HIV and pass the disease on. So again, disproportionately affecting people of color, unfortunately. African Americans and Hispanic males that have sex with males, the number one group for growth, unfortunately. And that one of the reasons, one, there's a shortage of condoms. So two things. One, people are using less condoms, and two, there's a shortage of condoms worldwide. So
they're using what?
They are using fewer condoms. People aren't using condoms with as much enthusiasm they had. But there are not a lot of condoms available. Condoms are in short supply right now. So around the world in particular, people are having difficulty getting condoms in places like Africa, etc. So the rates, even in the U.S. as well. So, the rates are creeping up or not decreasing as rapidly as they had the previous 2 years. So, again, we want to try to equalize the diagnosis, the treatment, make sure that current technologies are made available to everybody and that all patient populations are able to get treated regardless of economic status or insurance status.
Well, you better get you a Subway sandwich bag like I did the other night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, you didn't even have to fold it over, did you?
You need the whole one or the half. I need the whole. Rickey Smiley need the whole one. You heard me, Brett? You heard me. Let's go.
We got calls.
Twisty tie. All right. Where the phone calls at?
Let's go to the phone. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, so Dr. Collier, what I want to know is I was recently diagnosed with a form of breast cancer. It's a lot of letters to it. I can't really pronounce it, but it's at stage 0. They saw some calcifications in there, and they want to go in and they want to remove them. I remember listening to the Rickey Show like a couple of weeks ago, and you had talked about a blood test that they can do to kind of check to see about all cancers, and if you don't specifically ask for it, then they don't do it. And I wanted to know what was the name of that blood test. And then I also wanted to know, is there like a certain diet that I can do to, just to help improve it as opposed to what they want me to do? They want to do surgery.
Yes, they do, but surgery is the option at this point. And they're not talking about removing your breast. They're not talking about a mastectomy now. They're talking about a wedge resection just to take out those calcifications. That answers the question. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing the diagnosis, getting mammograms as frequently as every 6 months, and waiting for it to convert. And then from stage 0 to a higher stage. Right now, it's easy enough to treat. And so, again, we definitely want you to improve your diet, get enough rest, eat a diet that's healthy in fruits and vegetables, but a diagnosis has been made in the treatment program. Don't be afraid of the surgery. That way you will be claimed as cancer-free very, very quickly. So that would be my recommendation. Now, there are cancer diagnostic blood tests now we talked about previously. You can Google them. But I found out about one yesterday, Ricky, for colon. It's colon cancer specific. And instead of having to get a colonoscopy, this has 98% specificity. It's by a company called Guardant, and it's only $90. $90. So anybody can get that. So if you haven't had time to go get a colonoscopy, you're age 45 or older, you can get this test, and it has 98% specificity for colon cancer. And so, again, there are multiple types of cancers. There's one that does like 10 or 15 cancers. There's $300, and there's one that does 50 types of cancers for $900. So, those are available.
Do you offer those in your office, Dr. Collier?
I do, but I don't have the kits. The patient has to Google and order the kit, bring the kit to my office, and then I can send it in. And that's the way most doctors will be doing this. Nobody's going to have them on the shelf and just pull them out. But this now, the one I just talked about, I apologize. The one I just talked about, I actually do have the kits in my office. The one that's the colon cancer specific test for $90. That one is here. And they will, file your insurance for it. If your insurance covers it, fine. If it doesn't, it won't cost you more than $90. That is an amazing price. But, as technology increases and improves, price competition drives the prices down for all of these things, except for, the iPhone that keeps going up for some apparent reason. But other than that, other technology goes down in price.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. I would like to know, can you be allergic to semen?
Absolutely, and Dr. Collier has discussed that previously. And if you are, the only real treatment for that would be, avoiding contact, and that would be, and it's usually to a specific partner's semen. It doesn't mean you're allergic to everybody's semen, but condom use will prevent that. Also, I would take a non-sedative daily, like Allegra. 180 milligrams is very good for skin sensitivities, and this is basically a skin sensitivity. But once you have developed that, obviously desensitization therapy doesn't work. That means frequent exposure. So if you're getting frequent exposure, that's not going to decrease this. It can be a full-blown allergic reaction. It could just be recurrent symptoms consistent with vaginitis or an inability to conceive because your body attacks the semen, and that stops you from being able to get pregnant. It kills the sperm cells.
All right, y'all with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Why is it that I get sleepy after I eat, or is that just a black thing?
No, unfortunately, it's not just a black thing because when you eat food, all your blood is directed to the intestines to help digest your food. So your stomach and your intestines are getting all the blood flow, and when your brain is deprived of blood and your peripheral muscles, then you get tired and usually sleepy. And there are certain foods like the tryptophans that are in turkey that exacerbate that and make it even worse. But yes, it's not unusual at all for people to have lunch and then they get a little sleepy. And if possible, on your work at your workplace to get maybe a 30-minute nap, that would fix that tremendously.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Okay, Rickey Smiley, you can reach me on all social media at Ask Dr. MJ. Facebook Live tonight at 6:30. Tune in to get the answers to your healthcare questions. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Thank you, Rickey.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, next Tuesday, the voters in Georgia will decide who they want to represent them in the United States Senate. Early voting in the race between Democrat Raphael Warnock and Republican Herschel Walker begin over the Thanksgiving break. So joining us to remind us why we need to keep our eyes on this race is the one and only one of our favorite political commentators, Roland Martin. Hey, good morning, Roland.
Hey, what's going on?
Man, listen, man, first thing first, now, give us a recap on the Republicans' unsuccessful attempt to stop early voting in Georgia.
Right. Well, the law had been changed, and they had a law that said that you could not have an election 1 to 2 days after a holiday. That was just done on purpose. Remember, in 2020, it was 2 months between the general election and the runoff with John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock. They changed that law after 2020 when they lost both of those seats and when Biden and Harris won Georgia. Well, the Democrats sued this time, and Republicans fought it all the way to the state Supreme Court. And the state Supreme Court ruled unanimously that they were wrong, which allowed some counties to begin early voting on Saturday, November 26th. That moved forward. Lines were long, massive lines. Already nearly 200,000 people have voted early. 11% of those, about 11,000 people that have voted already, did not vote in November. A significant number of them are young people. 42% are African Americans. And so you're seeing significant turnout in a lot of Democratic precincts. And this is, keep in mind, Herschel Walker did an interview the other day where he said that voters who were born 1990 and afterwards had not earned the right to change America. last I checked, if you're 18, you got a right to vote. And so it's interesting you see these sort of comments being made. The Republicans are angry that young voters in the general election, 70% of voters 18 to 30 voted for Democrats. And they are angry about that. And some are even talking about changing voting laws to increase the voting age, which is sort of dumb. And so I would say those 18 and 32-year-olds in Georgia, let your voice be heard. But that's literally what they're out here saying.
Roland, I know a record number of people already turned out to early vote, like you were saying, and my family included. We all voted yesterday. But there's some who don't see this race as a big issue anymore since the Democrats, they're saying, have already won control of the Senate. So what do you say to people who believe that?
Tell them they stuck on stupid. That is dumb. First and foremost, right now it's tied 50-50, but that one vote matters because, hey, you got two Democratic senators that have chosen at times not to go with the party, Kristen Sinema of Arizona, Joe Manchin of West Virginia. That one vote takes over. But here's the other deal. Okay, to say it doesn't matter, you're crazy. If you're trying to get resources in Georgia, who do you want there? Look, Georgians have a serious issue with health care, African Americans. You got Republicans who don't support Medicaid expansion. You got hospitals in Georgia that are closing. You got a Herschel Walker who does not support $15 living wage. I mean, we can go on and on and on. And so that would be idiotic for anybody to say it doesn't matter. But keep in mind, this is a 6-year term. Whoever wins will be the United States Senator for the next 6 years. And so you're talking about having resources coming back to the state. And so anybody saying that is crazy. Every vote matters. And keep in mind, Sherrod Beasley lost the North Carolina Supreme Court race in 2020 by 401 votes. You just had a race in New Hampshire where it was decided by a coin flip. You look at the races that took place in Arizona for governor, decided a few thousand votes. Biden and Harris only won Georgia by 11,000 votes in 2020. So anybody saying it doesn't matter is crazy. Every vote is critical. Every single vote.
What is it looking like at this point, Roland? And then how much impact will Barack Obama's support for Warnock have on this race?
Well, again, I mean, at the end of the day, elections are about who turns out. AARP dropped a poll showing Warnock up by 4, but guess what? Polls have never elected anybody. And so I tell people all the time, ignore polls and focus on actual votes. And so that's why I say every vote matters. Warnock, he's got folks coming into the state. Yes, former President Barack Obama is going to be holding a rally on Thursday. But Tasha Cobbs Leonard is coming in, doing concerts and events. Israel Houghton is coming in. You've got a number of prominent African Americans outside the state who are coming in. And let's think why this is important, because remember, this is not just, Warnock is a senator from Georgia. When the United States Senate votes, they are making decisions that impact Americans all across the country. And so if a bill doesn't get passed, that impacts you in Texas or in North Carolina or South Carolina or anywhere else in the country. And so we can't just think in terms of, this only impacts Georgia. No, it impacts all of us, the John Lewis voting bill. I'm not going to go on and on and on why these races matter. And that's why I say the same thing. Don't wait until Tuesday, okay? Don't say, I want to go on election day. You may be busy. Something may happen. It may be raining or whatever. If you can vote now, go ahead and do it now and get that vote in because, look, the Warnock campaign wants to build up a huge lead in early voting so they're not dependent upon election day. I cannot stress enough to people. I've covered too many races where literally you're talking about a handful of votes of the difference maker. And so you got to understand every vote absolutely counts.
All right. So always, Roland, thank you for joining us this morning. Let the people know how we can keep up with you.
Well, I'm actually here in Georgia. We'll be here through the election day, covering this stuff. We live stream the events on the Black Star Network. Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered every night. My digital show, go to the YouTube channel or the Black Star Network app. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah, I'm here doing it, man. And like I say, we're covering every single one of these races and letting people know exactly what's going on. So we're all over this thing, man.
There it is, y'all. The one and only y'all. Y'all give it up for Roland Martin. More of the Smart Morning Show coming up. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 19 before the top of the hour, y'all. Time for Fix It Jesus with Twan 360. Twan, good morning.
Ricky, good morning. In this morning's Fix It Jesus, Atlanta female rapper and Candy Burst's cousin, Akbar V, she's making headlines after going on the record praying for incarcerated rappers Gunna, Young Thug, and more than 20 others who are currently facing RICO charges in Georgia. Now, fans of the jailed rapper, they became irate following Akbar's prayer, where she suddenly began speaking in tongues. Take a listen to this.
I pray for my little cousin Slug. Cover them. Cover Thug and Gunna and all those guys, Lord. Eh, nati hiti mana da handere. Ande de mehe de hande. Iti ta handere e. I plead the blood of Jesus over them. Eh, hande de ma hande de e. You got the last say so. You the Lord, the King of Kings. Eh, hande de me handa da eh. Mama da hande de me. Ah, de me ta ne.
Gary,
baby.
Come on,
all
Gary.
I heard was Honda.
Somebody can get a Honda.
Wait for the accord.
All right, baby. She peed for that one, honey.
Can we get that some more?
And Twan, who was she praying to get out of jail?
She was praying to get Gunna, Young Thug, and about 20 of their other friends out of jail.
And this is what she said. Let's go again. Here we go.
I pray for my little cousin Slug. Cover them. Cover Thug and Gunna and all those guys, Lord. Eh, nati hiti mana da handere. Ande de mehe de hande. Iti ta handere e. I plead the blood of Jesus over them. Eh, hande de ma hande de e. You got the last say so. You the Lord, the King of Kings. Eh, hande de me handa da eh. Mama da hande de me. De me ta ne de hina.
Baby, this girl,
so she wanted to get a Hyundai and a Honda.
This girl needs to enroll in the class of Juanita buying them, honey.
So I guess my question is: the prayer valid if she used Young Thug, or she should use? I think if you're gonna do that, you should use Young Thug the real name. Cause I don't think the prayers going through with Thug, Young Thug, and Young Gunna.
And Slug.
Yeah, that's
a good point.
Right, Maria. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah, you got to say, if you're gonna pray for Young Thug, then you need to say their real name in the prayer. Yeah. That's gonna invalidate the prayer. Yeah. I don't think Jesus looking to the side like, I'm not finna do nothing for nobody, not Young Thug. You need to go redo that prayer. 136. How can they see the video?
Hit me on all my social media at 13660. You know what?
You said at Twan360?
At Twan360. That's TOINE 360. I'm just here to report the news, Ricky. I don't want no smoke with nobody. They be wanting smoke. I don't want none.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tune into the next episode of Fix It Jesus. All right, y'all, it's about time for Ricky's Quickies. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Quickies.
Hey, good morning, show. I love all of you, Rickey Smiley, the whole gang. Have a blessed day.
Quickies.
Oh, Brad, lay back in the cut as we catch up on our pimping as we freak this duet just like Ashford and Simpson.
Quickies.
Yeah, Herschel Walker is on Senator Warnock butt.
Quickies.
I don't know why New Jack City no more.
Quickies.
Give Will Smith a break. He's trying to apologize the best way he can. Give him a break and give him all your love and support. Love y'all.
Quickies.
Man law violation. You cannot have Gary with the T do a Magnum large-size condom read. It is not the gold standard.
Quickies.
Ricky's Quickies. That back so fat, but oh so nice.
Quickies.
Brad, tat. Let me hit that balls deep.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky. Got them white stockings and black shoes for you, baby doll. You can't handle it.
Quickies.
That thing is fatter than a Montana mule.
Quickies.
Can we get rid of Gary with the T and bring back Gary with the beer?
Quickies. Yeah.
Tell Gary quit calling us honey 35 times.
Quickies.
Y'all know what time it is?
It's time for the Poopinator. It's time for the Poopinator. It's time for the Poopinator.
Quickies.
I heard Special K Daddy is Beetlejuice from Howard Stern.
Quickies.
Hey, let's like Tony run against Herschel Walker in the next election. He gonna win.
Quickies.
Hi, Ricky. It's Daisy in Orlando.
Hurricane Ian ate my house, and you think you should help a sister out, okay? Thanks.
Quickies.
Why would Rickey Smiley be reading that Trojan commercial? He sound like he's supposed to be working at the Red House. Where white people and black people buy furniture. And Hispanic people, too.
Hey, man, every last one of y'all that called up here, y'all really get on my nerves, man. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's coming straight to the ghetto.
Never leave the house without packing the gun. Hey, Brett. Boy, I swear, I swear, that whole song giving me Friday After Next, and I'm not just saying that because that is my Christmas favorite. I did watch on CBS Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the one with the puppets, the original one that came out when I was a kid. But damn it, let me tell you something. Listen here. My favorite scene, now what's everybody's favorite scene in Friday After Next? Mine is when Ice Cube arguing with the landlord, Ice Cube and Mike Epps arguing with that landlord at their door. That one, man, that's the one part of Friday After Next that literally had me crying. What about you, Special K?
Mine is one of Pinky, when Pinky's...
when he come into that party.
Yeah, you know the one.
When he was excited when he came.
When he was getting robbed. Man.
Oh, no, when Pinky got robbed.
Pinky. Any scene with Pinky in it.
Yeah, mine too.
It's so many scenes. That's literally my favorite funny movie of all time. I laugh every time I watch it like it's the first time.
What about you, Maria?
I just love the whole thing.
Brett.
I don't have one specific.
You don't have one? Everybody got one favorite part of Friday. Come on, what you got, Brett?
I think I like when she was flirting. What's her name? She his wife, his girl was flirting with Ice Cube. Yeah.
Tell your daddy I said.
Yeah. He was like,
Gary.
I liked it all, but I remember when we used the Santa Claus. You know, I don't like all those pictures like that. So I like, honey, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, honey. But anyway, it was good.
He said, but anyway.
Gary, you hating?
Just a tad. But you know, we loved when you played the Santa Claus, though, honey. What did they do? They chased you up the tree or something? What was that scene?
Oh, he got beat with the tree.
Oh, I
when
know
they was fighting in the apartment.
And I'm going to tell you something. Maria, I got the wind knocked out of me twice during that scene. We had to stop taping. Like, I was
Yeah, I think that was my favorite part. You really owned that role, Ricky. You did a really great job.
Yeah, you should have been nominated.
He should have, yeah.
I nominated for what, Gary?
Oscar?
A Razzie.
See, me and Maria being supportive. Gary's a hater.
Ricky, did you still get residuals?
How much them checks, Ricky?
Yeah, them damn checks that got down to $30. I don't know. I go down there. And I went to one of them damn little things over there on First Avenue, tried to cash one of them damn Friday After Next check. I had my mask up. I had the damn mask pulled up somehow. I was so embarrassed.
I know you were.
You just got to wait till you get about 10 or 20 of them together.
Brad, I be waiting on the checks to pile up and try to go cash them out. Them Friday After Next check and got down. Then it got down to $30. That was 20 years ago.
That was good. You should have did Santa Claus on another network.
Department of Corrections.
Ooh, between that sitcom that me and Rachel had on Friday After Next, them little checks, but look, them little checks though, they add up now. I can't go.
Well, how long they gotta add? Hell, you gotta wait how long? Jesus.
Oh Lord, I had a business man. Boy, I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed, dog. You better claim that.
I don't know where to go and cash a check for $30. And then the check says Cinnamon Productions Friday After Next. The cashier looking at me like, this all they gave you? You got to sit your dumb ass up there and explain. Like, no, man, them residual checks. It's not the original check. The original check. Yeah, that wasn't that much either. But, I mean, you know, hey, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. All right, man, ladies and gentlemen, man, y'all please welcome TV personality in one half of the gospel supergroup, Mary, the one and only Tina Campbell. Hey, Tina, good morning.
Good morning, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Blessing holiday favor. We are so happy to have you this morning. Congratulations on your new album, Christmas at Our House. I'm so excited about this album. What made you decide to make a holiday album?
Well, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our favorite time of the year. It was a project that I could actually do with my husband, and kind of get away with doing it. He's busy with his career. I'm busy with mine. But at Christmas time, we're always home. And so we're both musicians. We figured, let's get together and do something for the family. And so we did.
Hey, Tina, it's Brad. I still be playing, I love God, you don't love God. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Your version is better than ours. That's
no,
what I
it's
wanted to
not.
say.
You made your version. It was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. But anyway, let me ask you, growing up, what were some of your favorite holiday memories and traditions that you now do with your family?
Well, just being together, like our fun, our greatest gift, honestly, growing up was each other and the fun. I can't really remember, probably because we was poor. I can't really remember any of our favorite gifts,
Right.
but we was always together laughing and having a bunch of fun, you know what I mean, and enjoying each other. And so I'm grateful that my kids will forego hanging out with their friends and extra events and all that just to be with the family, and I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, family is everything. Good morning, Tina. Now,
Good
I know that you
morning.
have so many songs that you probably listen to and sing during the holidays, but what is your favorite Christmas song if you had to choose one?
Yeah, that's a hard one. I'm going to go with Donny Hathaway this Christmas.
Yeah.
Because why not? Like, he the greatest singer ever, and that song is so classic. I'm going to go with that one.
It is.
So Tina, as a mother of 5 children, a wife, a
Cheering.
music artist, and more. So what do you do, honey, to help find balance?
I take a lot of vacations.
Yes.
I find trying to balance home here is really, really challenging. I got 3 teenagers right now. And so I need therapy a lot of times, at least like maybe twice a week. I don't actually get it, but I be needing it. But I do take a lot of vacations, especially at the top of the year when it's hard for me, just trying to recover. I'll just get away because it's hard kind of trying to settle my thoughts and figure my way here with so many people. So I just get away from them, and then I go settle myself, and then I come back a better woman.
We're chatting with half of gospel supergroup Mary Tina Campbell on the line right about now, and we were just talking about Friday After Next. What is Tina Campbell's favorite Christmas movie to watch? Like every single year, you got to watch this particular movie.
Because like you said, I got these 5 kids. They done took over my whole life, so I don't really get to have no favorite movie no more. It's their favorite movie, and they like Elf.
Oh yeah,
right.
Elf
Oh, that was
hilarious.
a good one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good one.
they like all that foolery. So we watch Elf every year, and we get stuck with that one every year.
Now, we heard that you're going to be dropping your own solo album next year.
I am. I'm going to be dropping a solo album next year. What's crazy is I kind of didn't see myself as a solo artist. And every time I did a project, and then I kind of re-released that with a couple more songs, and it's been about 5 years. And I have all this music that was coming to me over time, and I ended up with so much music, I was like, I think it's time for me to make another record. So I got a record coming out because I think it's just time for me to testify. So there you have it.
There it is.
All right.
Hey, man, we are so excited. Real quick, have you thought about getting back into reality TV?
Not ever.
Oh.
It was just a lot,
Yeah.
If I did, I would have to. It would be under much different terms. I would have to be a part of one of the controlling parties. You know what I mean? My sister and I were executive producers, and we had a certain amount of authority. But as time went on, we really had busy careers, and so our reality show wasn't our career. Our careers was our careers, and trying to keep up with the edits and make sure it was true to your real life and all of that. It became a burden. Like, am I supposed to abandon my real career so I could just make sure these edits is like true to what's real for us? And it became too much of a headache, and then it turned into something that kind of wasn't who we were. And so I walked away from that, and so I kind of didn't want to ever do it again. But if I did, it would have to be just a situation where I was a controlling party, and I had final say so on much of what was going on. Because I don't mind reality getting a little exciting and all of that. But you can't have me becoming somebody that I ain't. I can't do that.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't willing to sell my soul for no dollar.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Tina, they be doing the most. They'll have you out. They'll vilify you in a minute.
They will take something that you said and twist it and grab some something you said from some other time and just twist that thing all up. I was like, oh no, I can't. Y'all done did 3 seasons of this. I got to go.
Yeah.
Now we have to ask, are y'all doing another project together? Because everybody, I know you doing your solo, Erica doing her solo. Are y'all doing a future Mary project?
We're not actually planning anything as of yet, but Erica and I are always doing stuff. I mean, this has been actually a busy year for us. It's crazy. We're supposed to be on hiatus, not making no records, and it just seemed like, this year we've been kind of present doing things. We did Super Bowl this year, Versus this year, and then I think we did the Juneteenth celebration with CNN, and we've got something coming up. Actually, we're doing Jimmy Fallon next week. On a Grammy-nominated song that we're on. And so we kind of do stuff here and there, but when it comes to recording, it takes a big commitment of our time. And like I said, I got 4 kids at home, and my daughter's coach once said, don't miss what you can't repeat.
Okay.
And I feel strongly about that. I can't repeat raising my kids. I got a small window, and I don't want to be out on the road being great, and I'm missing them being great. So me and Erica going to have to wait. So I don't know when it is, but we're going to do music again.
I know that's right. And thank you so much. Let everybody know, Tina, how can they follow you?
Okay, well, I'm at Teddy and Tina with my husband with our new Christmas music that's out. I do want to give this plug. We have Our House and Remember Jesus that's out already. The full project, Christmas at Our House, is coming December 9th. So you can follow us at Teddy and Tina, Facebook, IG, YouTube. And by myself, I am Tina Campbell everywhere.
All right, we are so proud of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all give it up and show your love right now for Tina Campbell. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 24 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning. It's being brought to you by NyQuil. If you have high blood pressure, this is for you. Don't let a cold keep you up. Try new Vicks NyQuil. High blood pressure. NyQuil High Blood Pressure is specially formulated to provide fast, powerful nighttime relief for your worst cold and flu symptoms. Use as directed. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. The Senate has approved a bill to protect same-sex and interracial marriages by a vote of 61 to 36. The Respect for Marriage Act will next be voted on by the Democrat-led House before President Biden can sign it into law. Meanwhile, Biden is asking Congress to step in and force the end of the railroad workers' strike, which, if continued, could derail the economy right before the holidays. Several lawmakers refuse to sign the bill unless it meets several workers' demands, including additional paid leave and sick time. In other news, Ricky, Stewart Rhodes, the founder of the far-right Oath Keepers, has been found guilty of seditious conspiracy and other offenses in connection with the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. This conviction is important because it legally confirms that the Capitol attack was not just a protest, but an attempt to overthrow the government.
Hey, Kay.
Lastly, and we saw this coming.
Kay. Wait a minute, for real. Kay. What you? Never mind. Special K had made that comment about them calling us monkeys the way they climbed that wall at the Capitol.
Yeah, they was scaling that thing. They was the monkeys. They were definitely displaying monkey behavior.
Yeah, every time.
And now them monkeys going to jail.
Right. Oh wow. All right.
This is the last story I have for you, Ricky. We saw this coming. A Walmart employee who survived last week's mass shooting at a store in Virginia has filed a $50 million lawsuit against the company for allegedly continuing to employ the shooter. The store supervisor, Andre Bing, had known propensities for violence, threats, and strange behavior. So I expect to see more of these lawsuits coming from employees at Walmart. So definitely going to keep an eye on that one. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. Read more headlines and news updates at RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Already, man. Let's start with the world. We'll be watching this Sunday when Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson takes the field for the first time this season versus his former team, the Houston Texans. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Central. Save it right now. He was suspended 11 games and fined $5 million after more than 20 female massage therapists accused him of acting improperly during sessions. Watson settled out of court with most of these women. Now, here's where the twist comes. Many of these same accusers will be actually attending the game along with their attorney. The message they have for Deshaun is pretty much, you think that you put us behind you, but we are still here. So expect a lot of boo birds to be, it's going to be a tough game for them. It's going to be a tough game. We're going to see what happens. College football playoff rankings. Georgia's number 1, Michigan's number 2, TCU is number 3, USC is number 4. Here's where it gets interesting, Rick. Ohio State is number 5, Alabama's number 6. Let me break this, how this can all get crazy. Conference championships games are going down this weekend. Utah, USC for the Pac-12 championship. Georgia, LSU for the SEC championship. TCU and Kansas State for the Big 12. And Michigan and Purdue for the Big 10. Georgia and Michigan are in the playoffs no matter if they lose or win, in my opinion.
I agree.
They're going to be both in. If USC or TCU lose, Ohio State could sneak back in.
I agree.
If USC and TCU loses, in a strange way, Alabama may get back in this bad boy, man.
No, because Ohio State will still be a one-loss team.
Right. That's why I said if USC and TCU both lose, Ohio State's going to get in, and Alabama could possibly leapfrog and get that fourth spot.
Yeah, I'm a Bama fan. We not ready to go. We don't have any receivers. If we go, who we gonna beat?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
we don't have any receivers. Am I right, Dave? We don't have the tools this year.
I'm just saying, bro.
Don't nobody want to go and get embarrassed. I feel you.
It's still Alabama, and I don't think as much as I love TCU, and I would love for them to still be in. If they lose, something's telling me that if they lose, they're gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? And if USC and TSC lose both.
Let's just go to a bowl game and close the season out and get ready for next year. I'm speaking on behalf of Bama fans. We just don't need to be we don't want to be embarrassed.
It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna find out this weekend though. So that's my quick sports report right there. Hot spot next.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, it's about that time. 29 after the hour. What's up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Cardi B, child, she went back and forth with comedian Nicole Arbor on Twitter Saturday night after Nicole called out Offset for the violent content of his music. Man, a few weeks after his cousin was murdered over a dice game, Offset's making new music about shooting people and shooting up places. Not a single thing was learned. This is what she said. Cardi's quote tweeted in the post by saying, the fact that you're trying to use the death of someone I love to get clout is crazy. I'm just going to pray for you. Then things got real hours later. Cardi took to Twitter and told the comedian, quote, your mother is going to die. And the comedian continued to push Cardi, saying that you're going to send your goons out for me. And then Cardi recorded this message. Check it out.
We not in the mood to be playing around with y'all. Dead ass. I will dead ass kill y'all. Stop playing.
Oh, wow.
Well, because also
who was the comedian name again?
Nicole Arbor.
It's a white lady, right?
I don't know, but I do know that also in that Cardi B thing that you just heard, she was explaining how people are trying to say that because they're trying to still live their life and they're not, visibly mourning, or people are seeing them grieving. It's just they trying to say little slick stuff, and Cardi is like, no, she constantly tries to pick her husband up every day, and they are grieving. A part of them is missing now that Takeoff has passed away, and they're just trying to, do things to keep going. And she said it's very hard, and it's not an easy thing to do. So she's offended by people saying little slick stuff. So I don't think she means she gonna kill somebody for real, but she like, stop playing with me and stop saying negative things about us because we're trying to deal with grief. And she said, I kill y'all. Stop playing with me. So,
oh, wow. Yeah.
I just think people need to leave people alone who are grieving. Like, don't say nothing to them because he put out a video or his music. Their music ain't changed. Their music's supposed to change.
Right.
Is Migos' music supposed to change?
Was it a new song, the Offset song? Was it something that he recently recorded, or he recorded it before?
I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I really don't know.
I don't even know who this lady is. I saw a picture of her, and I'm like, who is she?
I don't either. But let's scoot on, y'all. So we're going to scooch on over to Trevor Noah in his interview with Will Smith on The Daily Show Monday night. He was asked about the night of the slap. I'm so sick of talking about this slap at the awards. This marks his first late night interview, though, since the incident took place. So here's what he had to say.
Yeah, that was a horrific night, as you can imagine. You know, there's many nuances and complexities to it, you know. But at the end of the day, I lost it, you know. I guess what I would say, you just never know what somebody's going through, you know. You know, in the audience right now, you know, you're sitting next to strangers, and somebody's mother died last week, you know. Somebody's child is sick. Somebody just found out their spouse cheated, you know. I was going through something that night, you know. Not that you know justifies my behavior at all. I would just say, you know, you're asking what did I learn, and it's that we just got to be nice to each other, man. You know, it's like it's hard. And I guess the thing that was most painful for me is I took my hard and made it hard for other people. You know, and it's like I understood the idea where they say hurt people. Yeah. You know.
What y'all think? What you think?
Oh gosh, that was cringe.
He sounds weird. Yes, cringeworthy almost.
Because he said a whole lot of nothing.
It sounds so insincere. It's all about me still. It sounds so self-righteous.
That's the same thing that Mika said on Morning Joe.
It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. The way he said it, what he said, making excuses. I'm sorry. It made me feel uncomfortable.
Brent, what do you think?
You messed up. Just keep saying you sorry until so that people can understand and
that you're
try
really
to believe
sorry.
you. And try to believe that you're really sorry. Because the more interviews you do, when you kind of
they're
not
gonna
sorry.
ask you about it.
You said nothing about I'm sorry for what this did to Chris Rock, or I'm sorry to how it made him feel and how it embarrassed him. Like, you said nothing about him. Everything was all about you. And he may have been going through something, but hell, we all going through something.
It makes it seem like he's a victim when he said you never know what someone's going through. Like he's the one that
I guess he's saying that's why he because that's happened to me now. I done got out of character when I had a lot of stuff built up and I probably needed to talk to somebody along the way and it all came out at the wrong time. So I do understand that can happen too, but at least say you sorry to Chris Rock.
First,
you know
and then say it first.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
say it first like Ayana Fix My Life. She said you have to own it. I did this.
Right.
And I was wrong.
Apologize.
And I
apologize to Chris Rock and his
family.
And you're going to have to do it several times because every time you do an interview, they're going to ask you about it. And you got to be consistent and clear about your apology. And then if after the fifth interview, if you feel like you don't want to talk about it no more, you say, I already addressed that. Let's just talk about the movie and move on. But at least say it and be crystal clear and consistent about your apology. In that part, that's when the healing process starts.
That's right. Well, coming up next, y'all, we got the praise mix down. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.